Well, hello there. We have an interesting one for today as ImAllexx decided to crawl out of his hole and return to YouTube after a year of being absent from the internet. To recount the last time we heard from Alex, he was accused of a whole lot of awful stuff, with a lot of evidence backing it up. There's even video footage of him calling his girlfriend a dog and saying he would bash her head against a wall with a brick like some type of manhunt execution. It seems he took the next year working on his response to all these accusations. So, since it took him a year, that means it's gotta be pretty good, right? No, his response is awful. This is terrible. So, we're gonna go through a whole lot of the glaring flaws with this video and just dismantle them as they come. So, one of the first points he brings up is that his ex never went to the police.
Since our relationship ended, Alice has lied continuously for the last 12 months that I was under a police investigation to friends, ex-girlfriends, and YouTube commentary channels.
He actually disproves this himself later in the video, but she also has debunked this claim by posting all different types of emails she had with the police. This will be important to the overall narrative, but we're like less than a minute in and he's already lying. Another claim he makes almost instantly is that Alice is lying about him being on Clare's Law. Essentially, Clare's Law is a UK thing which lists all domestic abusers. Alex claims,
Alice has said that Clare's Law can be used and that I am in the system, alleging that I am a convicted criminal or that I have a criminal record. Alice also says in the same messages that the police didn't do anything at all. These statements completely contradict each other.
when as it turns out, doing a Google search shows that you don't have to be charged to be put on the list. They just need a reasonable suspicion, such as a guy telling his girlfriend he would smash her head against a wall with a brick.
Yeah, acting like this is all just me, and that's something you really need to fucking fix.
I'm gonna fucking bash your fucking head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut the fuck up.
Alex brings up a screenshot of a TikTok comment trying to make it out like this is Alice saying that Alex was criminally charged.
Alice has continued to make false allegations about me to this day and said that she had pressed charges against me in a comment on TikTok.
No, it doesn't say you got criminally charged, it says she did everything she could. Alex flat out says that there's never been a police investigation, to which I'm gonna just say, I don't believe him. I think there's gotta be something that kept him from responding for so long, because no way did he spend all this time making this trash fire.
Alice had also posted a video in April saying that she wanted to save the next girl that I would date.
Good? You're kind of schizo, man. I hope she did save people from you, because you're fucking insane. You're crazy. You're nuts. He also shows a screenshot where Alice says the case was dropped by the police, but that he's been put down in the system for Clare's Law. So he's basically cherry picking things from the screenshot to make himself look better. Alex presents a screenshot of Alice asking one of his exes to make a statement to back hers, but if you keep reading past what Alex wants you to see, it sounds like his other partners might have experienced similar stuff, so that might be why Alice wants them to back her up.
Alice wrote right at the end of her document that for legal and obvious reasons, she wouldn't attach all the evidence she has, but in due time, it may be made public. Not only is this not how police investigations work, but Alice has not posted more evidence since, despite saying the supposed investigation had now ended.
That is exactly how they work. Sometimes some things are kept private during investigations so that the person being investigated can't delete them. Alex shows a screenshot of Alice saying, if you wanted to suck off Alex so bad, I can give you a number. And he tries to play this off as though it's a serious doxing threat. Now, maybe if you have zero social cues or basic brain functions, I can see how you'd misinterpret that. But for the normal people, this is one of those things that we call, what are they called? Oh, jokes. Yeah, this is a joke, you retard. He goes on to put up a bunch of tweets of Alice saying she never abused him, then plays a part of her Google Doc saying she slapped him as though this debunks her point. But in reality, if you read the rest of this, she claims she did it out of defense because he was in her face and screaming. Same thing with the next screenshot. Alex was in my face, all over me, so I pushed him off. Alex is basically banking on the fact that no one watching this can read the screenshots that he's putting in his video.
Alice also posted a series of tweets in an argument on Twitter, stating that I do not have BPD, also known as borderline personality disorder. Alice has even gone as far as diagnosing me as a narcissist in her document, and she claimed that she is an empath. I was diagnosed by my psychiatrist with what they believe to be emotionally unstable personality disorder, also known as borderline personality disorder.
But line up the dates, and he got diagnosed after her doc came out. So, no shit she was denying you had BPD. This document also reveals he was verbally abusive to his ex, so he's kind of backing up her story. Probably should have, redacted that part, Alex. In Alice's doc, she talks about how Alex grabbed her and dragged her while covering her mouth. Alex's counterclaim is,
moved in with each other. There are no texts from this time that even suggest that we were fighting or had been in a fight. And that's because this did not happen.
yeah, she's saying this is a fight that happened in real life, dickhead. Who the fuck gets hit by the partner and texts them, hey, that was really uncool.
The police to stop me from trying to leave our relationship. I knew that now, if I tried to leave, Alice would accuse me of physically abusing her, as she had used this to get me to back down from trying to end our relationship in this conversation.
That makes legitimately no sense. I'm sorry, you have to be a lobotomite for that to make sense. In fact, Alex actually tries to play full victim here and make himself look like the abuse victim.
Alice then mocked me because I brought up her slapping me. Alice texted me in response saying, "You're mad if you want to say I'd slap you," even though Alice has now admitted she slapped me in the document that she posted.
Not well. He doesn't do a good job at it. Now, he talks about the cat and then rambles for a long time about the cat. Between these insane ramblings, though, he also does admit to being horrible to Alice.
I was horrible to Alice on many occasions, and I deeply regret this behavior, and nothing will justify that.
Alex tries to rip into InAbber for leaking DMs when the DMs are essentially, here's a whole bunch of shit. Well, you said you had stuff to back up said bullshit. Can you provide it? Nah. And then InAbber leaked DMs after it became clear that Alex was lying to him. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Fraser has lied that I tried to claim that I was a victim. In reality, I explained that it was complicated and that I had been at fault.
Bro, all you've done in this video is play victim. It's actually incredible that you're trying to say this is not true.
Alice says in her document that on her way out of the kitchen, I kicked her in the back, and that she turned away and said nothing. This story has been changed many times since this argument took place. When it happened, Alice texted me saying that I had only stuck a leg out.
Kind of sounds like you're describing a kick, but like not as bad. He actually uses this to try and explain the video of him following her around and yelling at her. I don't even fucking know at this point, man.
Everything that Alice has written about this is a lie. I did not forget Alice's birthday or cancel it, and the text messages from the day show that what Alice has written here is untrue. I was booked into a Star Wars premiere by my management, and I texted Alice straight away and made her aware that I was working earlier in the day, but that I could come over late.
Call me crazy, but this is just another case of, I don't believe this. He never provides any evidence of this even happening. Why the fuck would your work book you to go to a Star Wars premiere? And even if they did, why wouldn't you invite your girlfriend to go along with on her birthday? It can't be that big of a request, can it?
And I apologise that I did not respond sooner. For the last year, I have been in and out of hospital, and this greatly delayed my response, and I was unable to make a video at this time, and that is why it has taken me so long to address this.
I don't care, and it's probably not true anyway. And then he just rambles a whole lot before the video ends. Good God, that was terrible. I mean, that was fucking awful. He made claims and debunked them with his own evidence. Has my opinion of Alex changed? Yeah, I think he's a little bit worse than before, to be honest. All he proved was that Alice would hit him and be mean to him in response to him being abusive or to defend herself. To round it off, there was no reason for this video to be made. It doesn't make Alex look better. If anything, he looks worse. All it was a colossal waste of time to watch and a far bigger waste of his time to make. I can't see this as anything other than karma, though, for the Slazo situation, and goddamn is it funny. If Alex had any sense of self-preservation, he would quit and go work at, I don't fucking know, Walmart? What's the British Walmart? Tesco's? Yeah, he would go work there. That's the end of the video. I don't know, join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, and I don't know, subscribe, or ImAllexx will come and hit you with a brick as well. Anyway, I don't know, later.